Alright guys, hello and welcome to the video. We're going to be doing the GSOR today, Tier 9 British light tank, standard one in the tech tree. And this tank, it's hit or miss for me, right? Like there's really no DPM. What I do like about it is that the shell velocity is good and also the damage per shot is decent, and the pen is good, even on the standard rounds with this vehicle. It's more of it's definitely a scout, right? Like this is not an aggressive light tank like the T-54 lightweight, for example, at this tier. Also, like the AMX 1390 is more aggressive. It's probably like the least aggressive light tank. If I had to like if I really had to put a definition to it, I would say this is the least aggressive light tank at tier 9, and probably the one that's made mostly for spotting, right? Armor is kind of non-existent. You do have a tiny bit of turret armor, which is remarkable considering like this thing just does not look like it has any armor at all. It's very fragile, but overall, like this tank is not that bad. It actually has good view range, really good concealment, so you just have to use these things to your advantage, right? And the dispersion is not that bad. The aiming time is actually very good as well. So use this to your advantage, and that's how you have to play this vehicle. You also don't have a lot of shells. Keep this in mind. But honestly, the DPM is so bad, you probably won't even get up to using this many shells. What is it, like 25, right? So that's all you have. You have a shell count of 25, which is kind of low considering that most other vehicles, have a lot more than that. So I'm averaging 1328 damage in this vehicle with a 60% win rate over 58 battles. We are pretty close to getting the Manny. I think I researched 11 out of the 12, which means I do this on purpose because I have so many blueprint fragments, but I do this on purpose so that I actually kind of have to play the tier 9. I did the same thing with the EBR. I did 11 out of the 12 of these. And at 53k, right, or just under 53k XP, we'll be able to get the EBR 105. But I'm going to be focusing on the GSOR today, and I am running this thing, by the way, with Bounty optics. I don't have Bounty low noise exhaust here, but I might just put something here. Really, all we can run is the optical calibration, which we actually don't really need. And I could swap over Bounty low noise exhaust. I just don't think it's necessary, man. And we have 45% concealment. It's not that bad. I just don't have any of the field mods, obviously, because we have not unlocked the Manny yet. But I do need to play this vehicle for the Battle Pass because we only have 29 points out of 550, and I would like to play the T100 LT again, but I have 700 of 700 points for that. So yeah, man, we just need to play some of these tier 9s that I haven't really been playing that much. We have been playing the EBR a bit, but I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this vehicle. I have a 45% win rate in this thing too. Isn't that remarkable, considering that in the links I had like almost a 60% win rate? I don't know. It's just how things go, and I stay alive quite a bit in this vehicle. I've had some good games in it, but I don't know, man. The 90 just seems to be really lacking. I can't wait to get the 105. I hear it's way better. Okay, so I think that's all I wanted to say. Let's get into the battles, guys. I don't want to waste any more time here. These sessions that I do are already quite long. But yeah, this vehicle just, it's kind of really only has one purpose, and it's to scout, right? Like if you're not getting a scouting map, this thing, compared to most other lights at this tier, in my opinion, is just not really the one you want to have. I'd much rather be in something like the AMX 1390 and all, but what makes this tank fun is that it's pretty small, and it also is really torquey, so that kind of helps for you to dive in and out of certain situations. But yeah, other than that, it's just not really a great tank compared to some of the other lights, in my opinion. But again, quick aiming time. Just use what it has to your advantage. And of course, I can't even run like a aggressive setup on this vehicle because we don't have the configuration unlocked. So field modifications. So what I'm going to do is just come over here. You can see how good the torque is on this thing, right? Like the torque is very, very good. Gonna come over this way. And we're just gonna sit in this area for now. Like this is mine. Even the Even 90 is coming out here. See what he does. Okay, there's 122. And I kind of want to dive in like this. RHM's in the middle there. Okay, LT's here. Very interesting. Just gonna smack this guy real quick. It's not a very smart play on this guy's part. Not a very smart play for me to poke on the 122, but the 122 has terrible accuracy. Very trollish gun. Skill for LTU says it's decent. I disagree. I think it's absolute trash. And now it's just going to be really a question of, is this 122 TM going to poke here? You know, we have the hill. We have a lot here, but we don't have a lot of people over here on the west. Boris is kind of coming to help. T30 is getting lit. 1390 is getting lit. Looks like he's AFK. Okay, he's moving now. Interesting. Okay. Going the wrong direction. Almost fell off. That was very risky for me to do, but I was hoping that if I just moved a little bit, the RHM wouldn't be able to hit me. I really wanted to get a shot into him, but it was very risky for me to stay there and do that. But I took the chance. Got me that time. Yeah, I'm not going to continue poking here. I just don't think it's a really good idea. A lot of our team is kind of in the mid and in the east. I think this guy has the big gun too, so this would have actually been a low roll. Just wild. But on mines, it's like there's nothing else you can really do, right? Like we can't like spot anything. So I'm kind of relying on this even to get an initial spot so I can poke. Without, you know, poking first, basically. It's probably one of the worst maps for this tank. Like, honestly, man. Mines is just so bad. Kind of just have to figure out what to do here. I'm almost wondering if I can try east. We do have the hill, so people would be able to help with that. I don't like this, man. I think a lot of people are just getting outplayed here. I think Panther might already be like all the way up here. Like he was last lit here. I don't know if these heavies can even light this guy from here. I don't think I want to make this play. I was thinking about going around and trying to get to like the C9 area, but I just don't think that's a good play. Given what we have on the map now. I don't think it's a good play. Even 90's getting pressed now by the Char. I think we're just going to lose way too much map. Yeah. I think this is a loss. I do not think we can come back from this. I'm going to load the APCRs just for shell velocity. Goodness gracious, man. About just kind of sitting right here. I don't really know what else we can do with this. We could actually try and go like here. It's an option. Might actually try that. I would hope not to get lit by anyone over here, but I think we have the concealment to do it. It's just a matter of, is the 590 like sitting right here? She is, and now these guys can have shots on me. Okay. Like, we actually made it out of this one, luckily. Now I can return. Just leaving a lot of this map open. I really don't like the way we're spread out here. Like, a lot of these guys can push up too. It's just a Lorraine up here with me, so... Try and get in this corner. And just sit right here. Kind of wait to see if these guys are going to push. Try and use the hill to our advantage. That's really all we can do for now. I don't think these guys are going to move, though. My concern is, like, these guys are going to come around the corner, too. Like, there's just so many people that haven't been spotted recently on the map. I'm wondering if I can try to do something like this. Okay, RHM is here. Clean him up and move. I don't think we were lit. Come back. I thought this game was going to be over already. I'm surprised it's still going. I really am. Okay, there's a T-30. I have a feeling he's going to try and blind fire this, so just moving away. And I'm also just trying to be cautious to see if anyone's going to poke this, because then I'll be lit, right? Like if one of these guys comes around the corner. It makes this kind of risky. Yeah, I need yours. Where's that M53? I'm just trying to do way too much for this team, man, right now. I don't know what else I can do. Watch this T-30. Come back and see if I can help this guy. It's like this guy thinks I'm incompetent. I swear, man. I swear, like, every tank destroyer player that plays this game thinks that good light tank players are incompetent or something. I'm clearly aware of what you want me to spot for you, man, you know. But you gotta realize where the other threats are, you know. Good? Okay, what else? What else? 1411 damage, 725 assists. This has been a very, very interesting game. I got really close here. S1 could have actually lit me from where he was last spotted. But I have a feeling he's no longer there. He's not. Try and poke this bush. See if we can spot him in the back. I don't think so though. S1 has really good camo. If I run this way and Artie is still here, I'll get lit. I have a feeling this guy probably went back, though. There's the S1. Dude, what is up with this gun, man? It's usually very good to me, and it's just kind of like all over the place, this game. Okay, I'm gonna go back to standards. Come down like this. There's the Artie. Hoping I'm not lit. Good, I'm not. Good. Even if we were spotted, we should be fine right here. But we're not. Just kind of pausing anyway. There's the Panther. Okay, that's fine. Am I spotted from that? No. Now I think we can sneak up on the S1. Just kind of spot him. Okay, good. Already got him. There's the other Artie. Shouldn't be spotted. That's through the bush. Clean up this guy. Okay, he fired anyway. Hello. Goodbye. Okay, 2,067 damage, 1,130 assists, 3 spots. That wasn't bad, man. All things considered, on mines, I don't think that was that bad. 2 kills, yeah. I mean, jeez. That was a very interesting game. We made a lot of mistakes, too. Like poking on the RHM, poking on the AMX. So, but I think it all worked out in the end. Good, good. We did get Confederate for that. Apply this. Got a 100K as well. Not a bad game. All right, let's get into the next one, guys. It's a pretty good start. Mines, man. I never think I'm going to have good games on mines, but sometimes it happens. So, very interesting. All right, let's see. Let's spawn. Okay. Oyster Bay, in my opinion, used to be a good map for spotting. I do not think that's the case anymore. There's like 2 bushes you can go to, and that's about it. Yeah, being that this is tier 10, I don't know if I want to go. So, like, sometimes what I'll do with my light tank now, because I feel like it's so boring over here, is that I'll go to this middle area around, like, H7, H8. I just feel like it's a little bit risky. That's the only thing, you know? So, we can try and do it. I think we're better off over here, though. I think it works better for more aggressive light tanks, or even a tank like the Borisk, right? Because I showed you guys, if you've been following my channel for more than like a month, I showed you the same play when I did my Borisk session, right? And I think that the area works out pretty well. You just have to be very aware of your surroundings, right? Because I had someone push me, and I was just sitting there with him for like 5 minutes, you know, and I couldn't do anything. But then again, it's the same here, right? You get exactly the same thing. You just sit in this bush, and you can't really do anything, you know? You spot, kind of, but that's about it. So we're kind of spotting the Vickers here. This is just CVS at work. Should be, anyway. The E50 was not my spot, though. We just kind of sit here and wait. Like, that's all you could really do, right? And even from this side, what I hate is, like, usually I won't even shoot, only because from this side, and this is an imbalance, and I hate this, right? Good, spotting the lightweight. I hate this because the way this rock is, like, you guys see how this rock is sitting right here? If you try and poke up around it like this, if the lightweight is here, or another light tank, you'll get spotted. It is not like that on the other side. On the other side, you could just do this and pull right up to the bush. I don't like that on this map, and I feel like they should just remove this rock that's over here, right? That's right here. Because it makes it so difficult for you to... Because you literally have to come up like this, like in this little gap between where the rock is, like, rocky, right? And then you have to come up like this in this little, like, gap to get into the bush line. And if you're playing a medium, sometimes you don't even have the torque. This thing has really good torque to get up there like that, But this is my explanation of why Oyster Bay has an imbalance, okay? Just throwing that out there, and I'm sure that if you guys play light tanks, you have noticed the same thing, but I hate this. I hate that these guys over here can just go like that right into the bush, and you have to, like, do this crap to get into the bush. It's just like why, man? Like, why make it like that? Because they don't want it to be perfectly mirrored like it is on a map like Ghost Town. Because on Ghost Town, that map is literally used for like clan battles and more serious kind of battles where you're playing like mostly just clan battles as I understand it. But because it's mirrored perfectly, that's why they do the clan battles and the more I can't think of the word, like the battles that matter, right? Basically. But like 90 whatever % of players that play World of Tanks just play the random battle mode, so. But we did get 800 spotting from this. We were also countering the T-54 lightweight. I think the fact that we're way out here in the bushes helps, you know, getting maybe a little bit better of an angle or something, but this is all you can do, right? Like, this is it. And had I known that this would look like this in the south, we would have been fine. We would have been right where the lion is right now. This is the spot I'm talking about, right where the lion is. But how much will we also be doing here is the question, you know? So this is the thing with playing lights, man, is like you can go to this side of the map, have a really good game, think that that's the play every time, and then you come over here once and you have a really, really good game, and then you keep coming over here and you have bad games, and you're like, all right, let me try this, and then you have a bad game. And people will come into my videos, they'll come into the comments section of my videos and they'll go, Whirls, I tried this like 3 or 4 times and it's crap, it doesn't work, this spot's garbage. And I'm like, no, dude, you need to literally play like 500 battles, get the map 50 times, try it 50 times, and if it works like 25 times out of the 50, it's a really, really good play. You should keep doing it. You know? So smack this guy and pull down. Udez is going to go down. We need to run away now before E50 pokes out here. I'm going to sit right here. I want to wait for this E50 to poke so I can get one more shot into him. No one should be quick enough to counter me. I don't think. This thing has really good torque too, so I think we're sitting okay. Come on, E50. I know you're going to poke this. He will poke it. He's going to push eventually. Okay, Vickers. Shouldn't be lit from that. No way. Just trying to catch one of these guys out pushing so that Cobra has shots. Or like one of these guys behind me, you know. We have multiple Cobras, actually. There's 3 people behind me just waiting for a shot. If the Vickers comes over this way, I think the Cobra should be able to light him. Okay, it's fine. Got the spot. Good. Okay, I didn't even get spotting for that. Wasn't even worth it sitting there. Gracious, man. Goodness gracious. Okay, one shot to the Vickers. We just want to be annoying here, man. That's really our goal. Okay, E50's pushing through now. Anyway, I hope you guys appreciate my my talk about why Oyster Bay is unbalanced on the north side. And why south or west-south spawn, whatever you want to call it, southwestern spawn is better for this side of the map for a light tank. Beautiful, beautiful. We brought that back, and now we can push this, I think. Should be able to push this now. Let's find out. Trying not to get deleted by the 183. I don't want to do that. Okie dokie. Right through here. Swing around here. Just making sure I'm not lit. Pull up like this. Again, make sure I'm not lit. Okay, I think we're good to just do this. Okay. Just hang out here for a minute. Good, we spotted the E3 going away, running away. And this gives the guys behind me enough information where they can go, all right, well, if GSOR made it there, we should be fine, right? And then I can follow them instead. I don't know if the Cobra can take a shot from the 183. I think the 183 can pen him. Good. He didn't pen him. Now that's game over for him. Okay, now we can go after the 704. This should be a W. Good. Let's go for it. I know we're still technically spotted, but I like to push these guys as quick as possible. Get a spot on them as quick as possible. Take away as much map from them as possible. See if I can put this bush in between him and me. Gonna load the APCRs for the 277. Just kind of rush this guy. I don't really care at this point. Just sit right here. I'll take a shot from him. It's not a big deal. No, it's like whatever, man. Focus me instead, you know. This allows everyone else to push up. Okay, he lit me on fire. It is what it is, man. We got one more shot into him. But he's focusing me, and now everyone can just swarm him. You see, like, this is why I do this. So now, like, everyone can just swarm this guy. Because he hasn't been paying attention to anybody else. Beautiful. And now it's just Artie. Like, I'm okay sacrificing myself for something like that. It also gives the 277 a lot of easy damage, but he's just literally going to, like, have a hard-on for me, right? Like, hate to say it that way, but that's literally what it is. You know, he's just going to shove me up against the wall, point his turret at me, and then everyone else can just push in. And it makes the game even faster, in my opinion. So that's why I do that, and I don't mind doing that. Good game, though. I think overall, I think we played it well. 1736 spotting, 1622 damage. And, yeah, I'll play one more, guys. These are not bad games, though. Sometimes, especially on a Friday night, or like Saturday, Sundays, the games can just be ridiculously awful. I'll just say that. You know, they're very one-sided, 4 to 5 minute games, and it's just not fun, man. You know? And people sometimes ask me, like, why I play lower tiers with my dad, because they're enjoyable, right? Like, I actually enjoy playing some of those lower tiers. People aren't as good at the game, and things just happen that are more funny and enjoyable. People, like, just not really caring as much, ramming people, jumping off a cliff, you know, like, just kind of enjoying the game. And you get these higher tiers, and you get these, like, toxic players, man. Like, You get really good players on one team and bad players on the other, and then you'll get like a couple of these really good players that are just calling everyone shitters, you know? Like, it's like, dude, just play clan battles then. If you're that into the game and you want to play like professionally or whatever, you know, just play clan battles, man. Why are you playing random battles and just shitting on people? Like, there's no reason to do that, man, you know? They're called random battles for a reason, so. Okay, so I'm going to poke up, like, more on this side. I was thinking about going here, but I'm going to go right here. Because my goal is to figure out if even 90 has CVS. Good. I was expecting to be spotted there. I was like, I thought for a second we weren't spotted. But I would like to find out if even 90 has CVS. Also, the Model 75 could, but we should be able to outspot the Model 75. They don't have very good view range or concealment, really. And it even depends on what mode the guy is on. Okay, good. Where's the even? See what I mean? Spot it, man. So even might, I think he probably has CVS. It's very likely that he has CVS. I'm not sure how else we would be spotted if he didn't have CVS there. So this is why I check this. Like, as soon as he gets lit, I pull back down because I want to know if this guy is running CVS, right? Okay. Got our revenge on the Kunza, hit him once. And yeah, this just becomes like a poke fest, you know? Poke on this side, poke on that side. I hate this crap, man. You know. But this is the game on Overlord. Like Overlord, this is just the way Overlord is. You have to just be very patient. Okay, I think we can poke this now and just stay here. If I'm still, I don't think the even 90 will light me with CVS. I don't think. But we have to be still. No. Beautiful. It's just game mechanics stuff, man. Like, if you guys really want to learn about this stuff, like when you'll be spotted with CVS, without CVS, based on who your enemy is, etc., watch Ayuxin, man. That guy is like literally... he's like the calculus version of World of Tanks, man. I swear to God. I don't know how else to say it, man. He's literally like the mathematics professor of World of Tanks. He's got like all these Excel sheets that explain the game mechanics and like when you'll be spotted. Like, dude has done a lot of work, man. I'll give it to him. Dude has done a lot of work. And I'm going to go with that. He is like the mathematics professor of World of Tanks. Of light tanks. How about that? Ayuxin is the mathematics professor of light tanks and World of Tanks game mechanics. You guys can quote that. That is literally what he is. Okay, even is coming over here. I'm trying to think of what we can kind of do with this. Overlord is just one of those maps, man, where, like most maps, you kind of just have to wait until, like, something happens, right? So you can, like, actually do something. I really want to try and push this, but I'm just scared, like, BZ-176 somehow is going to, like, poke or something. Okay, LT's pushing it. So we'll kind of wait for him. Good, good, good. Now we can go. Like, in theory, no one should be poking. I should be able to spot, like, BZ-176 with CVS and all that. But weird things have happened before. So, like, I just never trust it. I never trust the game mechanics. You have to trust the game mechanics if you're a light tank player. Sometimes I just don't trust them. Let's see if we can maybe spot this Yag Tiger. I think everyone's pretty much lit at this point. We're kind of stomping this team, and I'd like to take this area over here if we can get to it. Just trying to figure out where the Yag Tiger is. He might be on the beach, it's possible. Shots to the B's head from here. If he turns back, there's the Yag. Beautiful, he shouldn't spot me from that distance. 300, actually he might, but he didn't. We try and wait until this guy gets behind a bush. I can just do this, actually. Still can't pet him. Where was this Yag? Right there. Okay, let's just do this. Testing the Yag's view range. He might have ran away or something like that. Or he might be like behind this or something. Let me see again. Yeah, I think he's too far behind. Let's go see how these like trees are kind of in the way. It's something like that. That's helping us. See if I can approach this guy without getting spotted. Oh, we are spotted. Okay, he missed. Dude, what is with this thing getting lit on fire so much? Wow, and Artie too. All right, well, we got some spots here, though. I'm hoping that people will hit the Yag or something like that. I mean, this thing got lit on fire twice. This is a really aggressive play. I probably should have just... I'm just getting really, really impatient, you know? And I want to end this game. But it is what it is, man. I think, like, if this game was closer, I just would have stayed here, right? But I just kind of want to get this over with. But it is what it is. 719 damage, 586 assist. This was a really long session, given the fact that we only played 3 games. I think the first 2 we did well. I'm just getting way too impatient here in the third game, man. I kind of just want to eat and go to bed. But I still don't think it was a bad session. We'll just call the third game a mistake and leave it out. And 2 battles, guys, 1,844 damage, 1614 assists. I think we played it well, man. You know, I really should stop doing these sessions at night and just do them like during the weekend or something when I'm not so tired and stuff. But it is what it is, guys. Like, what can I say? I'm not going to make excuses. Like, you know, we made a terrible play, and it is what it is. But yeah, this tank, man, like, I'm just not a fan of this tank. I used to really absolutely love passive scouts. Now I've completely changed my mind. I only like aggressive scouts. I love playing things, okay, like the M41. I like this. I like the T100 LT. I like the Hawk 30. I like these really aggressive, like the LT432 even, I'm not that big of a fan of because the damage per shot is not that good, right? But I absolutely just love these more aggressive light tanks, and these things are not it. Like, this is just not an aggressive light tank. It's just, it has no DPM. You know, I don't know. I just don't really like it anymore. And the Borisk has also really pushed my opinion of that, right? Because the Borisk is like probably the most aggressive medium practically in the game. Like at this tier. Like, this thing is just ridiculous, the amount of burst damage it can do. So let's see what that brought us down to. Still at 9,400 WTR, which is not bad. 100% victory rate, guys. 3 battles, 1549 damage, 1271 assist. So, is what it is. Anyway, I don't want to go on and on talking, you know. I try and end the videos where I can because I love to just babble on. But yeah, I'm just not a fan of these types of vehicles anymore. I'm really not. By the way, I don't know if we went over the crew, but you guys can see it here. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the GSOR. We're going to probably play the AMX 1390 tomorrow. I'd love to do a session on the EBR 90, but usually this queue just takes too long. And I'm not really a fan of, you know, having you guys wait, right? Maybe we'll do an LHMTV session, though. I have 2 mark this thing. I have to 3 mark it. 2832. Can I get that, like, with relative ease? I don't really think so. Maybe the SP1C will play again. Could do the 1357 session. I haven't done tier 6 in a while either. So maybe I'll give you guys like an AMX 12T session or a Type 64 session. But anyway, guys, GSOR, I'm out. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you for the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.